Welcome, GMAN Division 3C, to your recap, the final one, joined by Masterful.
Hey.
Yeah, so we'll be taking a quick look at last week's games and chatting, because we had, of course, 3 people going to the Challengers Cup and one to the playoffs, so we'll take a look at their brackets and see if they might actually achieve something with their teams. Although I doubt it.
I'm here too.
Oh,
By the way.
I mean, yeah, I know, but at this point, after 13 weeks, I think people know.
I've had the odd week off. Anyway,
Yeah.
sorry.
That's true. Either who, we started with your game. It is you tying Copy Luwak.
Yeah, kicked him out of challenges.
Ah, no, you did.
Which is great. He needed to win though. I was never gonna let him win. No, it's good. I got all the removal dice that I received for the first 5 weeks of the season
Yeah,
in
apparently.
one game. It was very cathartic because that's the last game this team will ever play because they're all useless. Like it should have been 2-1. No, sorry, I almost lost this because Cutrat failed like 3 separate pickup rolls with a reroll. It was ridiculous. So he almost scored with 2 elves on the pitch. No lie, because I lost my my tackle. Both my tackle pieces got knocked out. So there's a point where it was literally just 2 blodgers, one was sidestep, and I just couldn't roll a pad to save my life. It was really bad. But anyway, 1-1. I think he was a little bit annoyed, obviously, because he didn't get to challenges against
well.
like 5 decent rats in a loner army. But
It's the best rat team.
that's
Ideal
why
rats.
it's Blood Bowl. It's a dice game. Sometimes you just get fucked at the wrong time,
Yeah.
and that's
I
that.
just love the fact you've got 4 loners. Like, legit.
We're up. There was a point where we were down to like because I lost 2 gutter runners and all my linemen in 3 games. So I was down to like 2 gutters and 2 blitzers and maybe like a rookie gutter and all linemen,
Yeah,
which
that was
was
hilarious.
rough times. Anyway, yeah, no, Underworld liked that game a lot.
Right, so that was that. Darkside's Dreamers win against the Injurious Bastard. This game didn't really matter because they were both going to their respective postseason stuff. Let's see what they did. I think
Yeah.
the Dark Elves manages to outbash them. Yeah, they did. 2 KOs and 5 injuries for the High Elves against the Lizards, whilst the Lizards did 3 KOs and 2 injuries.
Yeah.
Welcome
Actually,
to hell.
technically it didn't matter because if I scored like 4-0, I would have qualified. If I won. No, to get it wrong.
No.
No, because this is
so
so far ahead.
if you lost the previous game, sorry, I forgot that the wheelie game from last week wasn't updated yet.
Yeah.
Right.
I went as check last week, sorry. My bad. So yeah, I didn't.
Oh.
I mean,
Yeah, the actually
Oh,
full
wow.
skink almost died.
oh, it did? What do you mean
Yeah.
almost? What a shame.
Well, it's an MNG, so you might have had to apo that down to an MNG from Kinaji down or something. So both
That's
safe
fine.
there, but
That's going to be annoying for the first round of
No, they get
challenge.
cleared.
they get a bye.
Oh, they get
bye.
cleared. I'll
Yes.
get my strength 4. Sorry, spoilers.
Yeah, I know.
Right, that was that game. I'm just going through these quickly. Then there was the
I mean,
bye
they're all
week.
most of them are dead rubber, so there's not really a fun lot to talk about.
Then there was another bye week. Hey, the Toxic Avengers actually won a game. Nordic New Blitz
Oh my
lose.
god! It's the last week of the season and you still throw shade. You
But
love to see it.
he won the game due to a bye. As in not by the elf didn't turn up.
Yep. Nordic
Yeah.
New Blitz lose as well. They like sucked in the beginning, then they all of a sudden became godlike, and then they sucked towards the end as well. So Death Grips Juniors manages to pull off a win here. Oh, so close to the Challengers Cup. He also got 21 points together with Gerber, but a 2 touchdown difference meant he wasn't in it.
Yep.
What happened here?
Close.
Like, I'm not sure
Uh,
how the Clark Death Grips Juniors won because the
Boomer?
Norse manages to remove like 10. So.
He's actually an insanely good coach, Chugman.
Oh, I know.
Yeah, he's
Shout
seriously
out,
good.
like,
He knows
so-
what he's not what they're doing.
I'm not surprised that he had this result. I think I was expecting more removals for him just because he has so much like kill stuff. But I guess North also gets to kill his players with that insane berserker.
Yeah.
It's like everything.
It's MA5 though. And double Agi busted, and I think niggled as well. Hold up. He's
Yeah, but he
not
got 11
niggled.
SPP that game. That's a big player turn up.
Well, he got the MVP, so
Man, he's on 267 SPP. That's a lot of SPP.
it's a lot of SPP. I mean,
Yeah.
the Nordic
Jeez.
Nooblets are a really old team, actually.
Apparently,
they are.
this Berserker is his only player that's left from the original team. Everyone else died.
Yeah, when you're ready, Michael.
Cheers for sorry.
Right, so that is Glad that Jr. It's almost managing to get the Sippy Cup, but not quite. Dazzle Wasters loses against Blood to Sand. Is Masterful still here?
Yeah, hello.
Fantastic.
Just my takeaway arrived, but I'll wait for that. I'll sacrifice myself for the recap.
So, what about your game, huh? How did it go?
Well, I started off thinking that I don't want to win, and then I decided that I actually wanted very badly to win. I scored quickly 10 the first half just to get the score in, and then he got super unlucky. He needed, in order to clear the path, I think he needed to roll 1D with a troll, and he scolded into failed loner reroll, and that sort of solidified the first half.
I mean,
And
what
then,
with a troll, though?
That's block.
Yeah, with block, and I don't know. It was a bit risky, I guess. He also didn't remove any. I didn't remove any of his players at first, and then they got 3 Kaz. So
Yeah, I mean, that'll do it.
yeah, the Tomb Guardian Ancient Grandpa. He put some Warmer King in. There was a lot of basing and constant standing up, and he also, I think, failed a 1 in 9 a few times to dodge out. So yeah, it was. I think I had the better of dice, that's for sure.
Alright, well, fair enough.
Yeah, then he quick scored and I scored back. Yeah, that was the story.
Right, 2-1 grind. The standard. Well, it
Mhm.
didn't tie. Herringsgård could learn a thing or two from you and your team. Claremore Rams lose against Night Juggler is back. Now there's... Are we surprised? I mean, Night Juggler is back is a really bad team. But coached by a good one.
Yeah. Oh wow, his Blitzer got movement busted.
Uh-oh.
Oh no, he was only good piece.
Oh,
Oh,
no.
sad times. Griff's there. Griff wasn't in Deuce's game. They were able to play without him. Get them 1-0.
The Claremore Rams aren't very high TV after they lost their huge minnow.
Yeah, the minnow going it just makes that team look so like. Oh, like they would have been outbashed by the threats because they have 2 guard,
Yeah.
and that'd be enough.
Well, you say outbashed, but they got 4 KOs and 3 injuries, whilst Night Juggler's back got 3 injuries and 1 injury. No, and 1 kill. English.
Yeah,
So,
it's on a loner as well.
so that was a game then.
Yeah, I wish I watched it now in hindsight because it looks like they went down to low numbers.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, 1-0 is an interesting scoreline. I thought, honestly, looking at it, I thought that Hud would pull away with it pretty quickly, but Nagawa gets the result. That's cool.
Shall we look at development now that most of the unimportant games are out of the way? We can start with Copy Luwak. Oh god. Right, you said something about massacring his team, but, I mean, you say massacring his team, but
I massacred the loners.
you massacred the
Team's
loners.
okay.
You killed,
And he killed the kick piece.
the kick block.
I did
piece.
kill a kick. But he had a niggle. He was destined to die.
Probably. You did get 2 levels though. The Blodge Step Tackle gets 1. What does he end up with? Diving Tackle, alright. That is, yeah, standard.
That's one of the most annoying pieces ever. Just
Isn't Blodge Step great? Especially with Diving Tackle. And then
It's got-
Spiky Irish gets a block. Yeah, I mean I can see block. He already has a wrestle piece, so
Mhm.
that is half decent. Shall we take a look at your team, Lazra?
Oh god. I should have deleted. I'm gonna delete this team. This is the last time you'll see these guys before they're like.
Oh no, you
No.
got a natural 1 turner.
No, don't delete them. You should like re-roll, but keep the team for like nostalgia's sake. You know, like look at old.
No, I'll delete them. I'll delete them. I was traumatized by the first half of the season where, like, everyone died in front of me and I couldn't win games.
You've got every single piece you'd ever want. Like you've got a claw palm, you got a one turner, you got a guard gutter,
Yeah,
you got a sacker.
I don't get how you lose with this team.
Yeah, I find a way. I think I'm like, I think my finishing record is like 5-3-5 on the season, so I found a way to lose a lot of the time.
You even have 200k banked. You can literally buy 5 linos and like have a bench.
Oh, don't tempt me.
Well, you
I
wouldn't
feel
get a
like- I guess I
bench,
could
but
play
you'd
it one
have
more
11
time.
players.
Yeah, that's the thing. I don't want to buy them up until I get a bench, because there's no point in just having 11 rostered linemen because they're just loners, but less expendable. I don't know. So might as
Reroll
well
though.
save it.
You're not good with Skaven. It's just-
Yeah,
You're
clearly.
thinking of playing next season then?
I don't know. I'm either gonna play. I don't know whether to play like Pro Elves or Nurgle, one of the two. Probably
Hey,
You
Nurgle.
what
should
happened to
embrace the
High
Camry
Elves?
life. You should do
Oh,
Camry.
High Elves. I don't know.
High Elves have better aesthetic as well.
Do they?
Elves.
They're High Elves though. They're like
What do you
The
mean
shit
they're
is-
High Elves? Best
in terms of
race.
fluff, they're like.
Yeah,
It's just a race.
Have-
Also,
have-
you said I was bad at rats. I got to playoffs first season and did with like Metal and Gerber and JJ Cash. I can't be that bad.
I was just joking. You did really poor this season though.
I did do really bad. I'm not taking that away, but
I mean, I
They
did
used to be
that
good.
too, so.
I mean, even through this crappy season, you're 16-6-10, which is actually pretty good.
yeah. Well, I just want to play a team where my players don't die. Whenever I receive a block with this team, I'm just like, please stay on the pitch or get KO'd.
Honestly,
Well,
my
I feel like with Nurgle or something like an Armor 19, then I don't have to worry about that for at least a season. And then when Claw happens, I get sad. But
I'm tempted to reroll one of my teams from some league to like Nurgle and just play many seasons and then have this unstoppable team that just.
yeah, I
clock
want to
points
stick
everything
around.
and
I
kills.
want to be here in 2 years' time, looking at my like 2500 TV Nurgle team.
I mean, there's a reason why
That sounds
Nurgle
like a
hasn't
really good
won the
idea.
playoffs yet.
Yeah, I could be that
I
guy.
think a
like-
lot of no hasn't. I thought Metal won. No,
No,
wasn't he playing?
I don't think he
I don't
has.
think so.
I think that was his like claim that he won with Nurgle without even needing. He didn't have Claw Palm. He just had Claw multiplayer. I don't
No,
know, unless I'm wrong.
I mean, I could swear like 2 seasons ago, like the finale was like, I think it was Woody's versus Nurgle, and people were going, "Is this the game where Nurgle win their first playoffs game?" But it was Woody's,
Oh, yeah.
and they had won before. I think Nurgle hasn't won yet, but honestly,
They haven't. No.
like,
pretty
there's
sure.
no team in Blood Bowl where you like don't lose players. It's like it's about how much it hurts to lose the players. Like with Skaven, you lose a bunch of players, right? But they're alignment, so you don't give a crap. With
Mhm.
Nurgle, you only die once in every god knows like 50 games. But when they die, it's like a super chaos warrior who will never get to the same level again.
I don't mean
Yeah.
to dislike players. I think a lot of people that do play Nurgle often get sidetracked by getting removals.
Yeah.
I've played a few games with Nurgle and I feel like I play better at lower TV than when with high TV. Just because the moment you have Claw Mighty Blow, you sort of like go all in and expect it to remove stuff.
Yeah, I think especially in Rebel, like, because you only get one game a week, so after you've played like a season's worth where you've only had like no skills or like a block piece, everyone just thinks, right, shit, I gotta have some fun. I'm just gonna go mighty blow, floor pile on
Yeah.
like all my pieces. Whereas you only really need like maybe one claw palm goat, then the rest of it can just be claw mighty blow.
Honestly, I think
after,
even
like, guards
palm,
step down.
like as in piling on, is not necessary.
I think you only need Claw Mighty
depends
Blow.
on the matchup.
I'm not a huge fan of having. I mean, I like piling on, but I hardly ever use it just because, like, it puts you out of position, then people can like.
Yeah.
Base
Yeah, it's definitely a win more skill, but I think the argument is Nurgle is so like bad at agi that you need to win more. You need to get as much. When you get the removals, you need to get the train going as high as you can, because you can still lose games even when you're like 10v6 when like it's elves or something. I
Yeah.
don't know. Oh,
mean,
I'm tempted to
I'd
keep it
argue
now.
still.
Now that I look at it, I'm tempted to keep this
Nah.
team for like one more go.
Don't keep the team because you obviously don't enjoy playing them too much.
but- yeah, I haven't enjoyed the last
He,
like.
he just
last half of
playing
the season.
them, except when he gets removed, which happens all the time. I think
mean-
in our game, it was like literally the first 5 hits for both of us were just injuries. Or like
Oh
first-
yeah, I remember that.
it
Like
was insane.
everyone got killed.
Like, yeah, like you started off, you like removed 2 of my players, like injured non-regen, and then I removed like 3 of your players, non-regen. Sorry, you couldn't regen. Well.
Oh man, imagine if I
but when you stopped being able to hit my players, and I just kept on hitting your players. And
yeah, because
then
I
your players
kind of
kept on dying.
needed 11 players to get a single 2 dice block on any of your players because it was all
Yeah.
strength 5 and 4 with guard.
I love
So I
Kevin
needed
so much.
all the line rats to like set up one
Yeah.
1 dice hit, and then he just hit them all and killed them. I was just like, well, just guess what? I should have taken Dauntless.
Anyways,
So
I
they
think
were,
Gunnarside has a game soon. Sorry for side.
I don't have a game soon. Blosra has.
I got a
Oh.
clan game soon, but
He can wait.
Sorry, I confused you guys. Sorry. Which did you guys?
it's fine.
This is important business. Darkside Dreamers.
Sorry.
I mean, it is, man. Darkside Dreamers levels. They get alignment on Thor. No, that doesn't make sense. They get a level on Thor at alignment. The Wrestle Dauntless Beast. He didn't take the level because why would he? I guess. Then Fenris alignment gets a level as well. Okay.
Nice.
Yeah. Alright, moving on. The Injurious Bastards get no level except for an MNG on their Agi 5. Yeah, Agi 5. Other than that, I wonder if Natural Talent got anything from the bye week. They did, actually.
Yeah, they got a.
But the level hasn't been taken. Shame. Merc with Athletic. I wonder if the Toxic Avengers got anything out of that. They did. I am Grime, and this level is actually taken. It's on a rotter who gets 30 player. How exciting!
Great stuff.
Can you guys
Backup
get
day
that?
player.
The
Yeah.
excitement. Actually, that's quite annoying for the buy because obviously with all this Claw Mighty Blow, he would want to play the game just because he'll get a lot more SPP, I think.
Yep.
Albert. Oh,
Nordic New Bloods have some stuff happen to them. First off, Gerber, the Elf Werner. Roll the double, guys. So that's a Blodge Guard Mighty Blow Elf Werner. That's pretty good.
Jeez.
Then Barbecue Penguin, the Agi Lino, who honestly should be sacked as soon as possible. He gets fenned for some reason.
interesting. I was consider sure hands.
Yeah.
Oh.
Why doesn't he have sure hands? His team doesn't have sure hands.
Or tackle. I wouldn't mind tackle because then you've got a nice sacking piece.
Well, I mean, he has the tackle on the Berserker, but that's a movement 5 piece.
Or
Yeah,
it's just
exactly.
actually
You
four,
want
so
the actually four.
even if they try to base your tackle pieces, this is a 2+ dodge out. I don't know.
Yeah.
It could be a nice sacker, but
Why
I
no?
guess you want him to do.
Why no sure hands, man?
Yeah,
Well,
it's
I
gonna be
think sure hands, but I think it's either or.
Yeah, on this
Even
team,
make him a
you take
sacker or
sure.
your carry. Also,
You
he
take
doesn't
sure
have
hands
any
and then hope for a double, so you can go for a blood sure hands carrier on Norse. It's actually 4, which would be a bit of a sick piece.
plan for the success.
Yeah.
Plan for the success.
And then Boris the Liner gets movement bust. He had tackle and should also get the boot. Should. Other levels, I mean, Glor Death Grips Juniors got a level on the Goblin. I'm gonna bet it's 2 heads.
It is.
It is indeed 2 heads. How did I know? I've been in this business for a long time. I can just
Actually,
like
it's good.
see the levels in front
When
of
I
me
was playing-
before actually seeing them.
When I was playing my game versus Chug a few games ago, I mean, I'd also diced him. I have a tendency to dice people, I know. I managed to remove his only carrier. I didn't realize the other one's Agi busted, so he was trying to pick up all the Agi to
Wait,
carrier and failed.
you diced him last season as well, didn't you? He snaked
Uh,
a GFI.
Yeah. I mean, I think he had a few good dice at the beginning, and then he snaked the GFI at the score. And then I think he snaked the sack also. Like the dodge to sack. Yeah, I did dice. I have a tendency. Except this time I didn't delete his team. Last time I deleted a few players.
Oh
Like,
yeah, he
his
killed
troll
his
was
tentacle troll right before I had to play.
Tentacle
I was
claw,
hyped.
like block troll or something like that.
Oh
It was insane.
no.
Good times.
He wasn't happy, Bunny.
Oh, that backup throw with
throwback,
LGT. So sad. There's the throwback. If they went to the start, I remember in the pre-cap, I was like, I don't know how he's going to, because Black Quarterback was on like 45 or 51, and that's just like there's no way he's going to level him because he's actually 2 and you've got a better carrier. So after 13 games, he's got on a whole 5 SDP, which is a bit sad. Because he just needed to get to claw and he'd be good, but he hasn't got there. And because you just don't blitz with him, you don't carry with him. It's just a sad life.
I like the concept though, having like a third killer.
Isn't
Yeah,
he
it's
so
really
bloated?
good.
He is, but like it's still nice, I guess.
It is, but it's nice when like you're all
Because your
squishing.
goblins make up for the fact that you can be bloated because they're cheap, right?
Yeah.
I don't know.
When do you need 3 killers?
When 2 of them get killed when playing against me.
That's true. But one of them gets MNG'd.
Sure.
Tell that to any Nurgle team. Why do you need 3 killers? Why do you need 4 killers?
Yeah, but
They
the
still
thing
do
is
it 'cause
that
it's fun.
they do it because they can base every turn and then get 3 Mighty Blow Clouds. This team can't base every turn. You get 1 Blitz every turn, and then you're happy with that.
So you can always have a nice target to claw my team. I don't know.
Yeah, you can bait him.
I think guard could be nice because I think, I mean, now that he has a Horns Blitzer, I guess you don't need it as much, but
Should
I
have been
think having
stronger.
guard is also quite nice.
Well, Agi 2 actually, never mind.
Actually, I feel like he probably should have just sacked him.
Oh,
He got to Agi 2.
probably.
But he's trying to get it to work, so we're gonna hope and pray they get to the next level.
You almost
Yeah.
got to the Sippy Cup, so what can we say? Dazzle Wasters, the team who can't get any Black Orcs up and running, managed to get his Black Orc killed.
Yeah.
And his
sorry.
Troll as well. Well, I say killed, but he got movement busted.
Well, he was actually appoed from killed into movement bust.
Well,
Oh,
So
okay.
he was dead, and then he didn't die.
I don't think you keep that piece.
Yeah, something's telling me a niggle to
Something tells
Mark.
he might not even keep this team, I'll be honest.
He's
Yeah,
played so many
also-
games though.
I felt
Such
bad
a
with
time
the bust on
sink.
the troll. It was getting close to game over anyway, so I don't know. It was just like I was able to score and give him like a 2-3 turn score back. But yeah, I smashed the ankle, movement busted the troll.
He's played 5 seasons with this team, and I think in all of them, apart from one, he's had a losing record.
Oh no.
Apart from season 9, where he went 6-5-2, which that sounds like a playoff team.
Yeah,
6-5-2 in Division
decent.
7. It's a good run.
Yeah, that's
For
a
the
real
rest of
nice
the time.
record.
But everything
I just don't
else,
like playing assaults. I don't know.
Remember when we had Div 1 to 10 guys? Good times.
no. I joined after. I don't
Ah.
remember that.
What's that?
When we still had Div 1 through 10.
Yeah. I think that's the first season I played. Maybe I was playing in ramp up then. I think that must have been my ramp up season. I only started playing Blood Bowl like a year ago.
Yeah, I only started playing like 1.5 to 2 years ago, so.
Whoa, there was a triple armor busted blitzer that he kept with 2 armor busts
Ah, what?
called Chubstep. I'm just going through his past players. Chubstep the blitzer, Blodge, guard, stand firm. He had 3 armor busts. By the time he retired, he was armor 6.
No, wait, it
That's
only stacks
incredible.
2 times, doesn't it? So he would have been.
No,
7.
no. There was 3.
Wait,
There's 3 icons here.
how the fuck? I need to see.
I'm
this
looking
for
on
myself.
Rebel.net at the past players.
Oh, you should have a look at all the dead Tomb Guardians and players. I've got so many dead players on my roster.
That's a Wasters previous. No, wait, it's 3. Oh god, there's 3. No, that's a goblin. Ah, he had
No, scroll
another.
down.
He had a armor 5 goblin at one point. That's a. Ah, it actually says AV6.
Yeah, that's why I laughed.
Yeah, you can
Armor
only
6
get busted twice.
I like that he had Chubstepnia, who took 3 armor bust, and then he had another blitzer called Chubstepnia, who took an armor bust.
And also was sacked.
Uh,
The-
Chubstep and his armor busts. Right. Any other levels? I mean, his Black Orc took a movement bust, which like sucks big time.
He got the
Although
blitz already.
Hindus Bash Cranium gets guard. Steep, large movement, 7 piece.
It's always nice to have a lot of guard and all.
Yeah,
I think that's what it's all about.
his blitzers are gonna need to carry this team because God knows the rest won't.
He's playing with
Yeah.
3 Black Orcs and missing the troll.
Like
Or do you get the Apple like the MNG role for next season, or is this how he starts?
this is how he starts.
Yeah, so next game, unless he sacks it. I think he's planning. He said that he was planning to carry on. Now I remember.
I mean, he has 170k in the bank. I wouldn't be surprised if he just like sacked the troll and bought a new one. Because I think you can
Yeah, I
actually
think-
keep the Black Orc. Although
You-
with
I think you'd sack the Black Orc and potentially keep the troll. Because I think movement 3 is like annoying, but I think you still take it, no?
I mean, the thing is
And
that
it's a
movement-
niggle that hurts.
you can reroll like GFIs with the Black Orc, but you can't with the troll. Which is why I'm thinking
Yes.
to get rid of that.
But the
I mean,
Black
what he
Orc
might
also
do, he
niggled.
might- He might sack both, go down to Div 4 and just treat it like a complete teardown and rebuild.
That's
So just
fair.
rock up in Div 4 with like no troll and 3 Black Orcs and just work from there. Maybe hire back a Black Orc
Mhm.
and
I
then
think
just
it's
try and get
if
some
the troll
development.
has like it's already the one turner with the strong arm. It has block, stand firm, guard. It's like it has all the skills you need.
Yeah, it's true, I guess. I forgot that strong arm doesn't come as
And
standard on trolls.
because it is stand firm, like if someone punches you, you still get to base them because you get to stand firm. So it's not like, and you don't often want to move your troll that much.
Yeah, the thing is that one bonehead will screw you so bad because he'll be so far back.
True. Yeah, I
Yeah.
didn't think of that.
And the 2
And I
niggles
think
means
it's
that
just
like
so nice to go with the goblin.
Oh, right, he has 2 niggles as well, which we have totally
Oh.
forgotten about.
Yeah.
like it means that like if he just like if he does bonehead and you have to put him anywhere that's not in the direct middle of your guard, he's just gonna get like hit with claw mighty blow and removed like
I forgot about
70%
that
of the time or something stupid like that as they
Yeah.
pile on.
I spent the whole game like trying to punch him, and then the moment where I didn't care, I just punched him for the sake of punching. That's when I cast him.
Nice.
Literally, almost every single blitz of my turn was like Team Guardian blitz onto the troll, Team Guardian blitz onto the troll.
You and your troll hate. Either way, though, that's basically his
It's true.
development.
Yeah.
Poor trolls.
I got amazing development on mine. I mean, I got 2 levels, and I got
Right.
extra strength from my blitz roll.
You got strength a little bit raw, did you? No, you got strength
Sorry,
a little bit raw.
Thrower. I always called him wrong. Lol. If it wasn't Blitzer, I'd be like the happiest boy ever. Then you get to play back again. Life is good.
I mean, does the strength on the throw really like do much though? Because you're never gonna
'cause
carry on it.
you get to make your screens a lot more effective from the back. I mean, the way I play, I like to. I don't know if you guys see me play, but I like to like make nets out of players. Like I like to screen almost all the time, like the whole pitch. And having extra strength just means that the corners are so much more effective. And now I get to have the effective break like on the 2 turner because I can put just the 2 strength 4s on the both edges of the field, which means you know like the setup that like stops 1 turners and means that there's like a 5 what's called 5 box thingy in the middle that they can run through if they get hit down the LOS. Then you do like the offset to like screen off the rest of the pitch. With 2 strength 4s, you get to have them on the edges, which means that it's really awkward for them to break through and make a 2-turn. Unless they go for the middle, but then for the middle you just base them with Tomb Guardians, less good. It's actually huge. I mean, I don't know if you guys have a clue what I'm talking about.
No
But in
clue.
my head, it's massive. I'm considering sacking Awkward Albert number 2 because he's bloated. He's so bloated. I mean, with Sneaky
Yeah,
Git,
he's
I
like
I've been
three-
trying to get
3
you to sack
skeletons.
him all season.
I know, but we don't understand. Sneaky Git is amazing because, like, in order to foul, you often have to commit a lot of positioning unless you're already
Sneaky
like.
Git is amazing. We isolate
So
that.
bad.
I'm just saying.
Especially to gun aside.
You just get to like foul. You get to like stab. Like you think what's the name of this girl that like stabs and he gets +1. If,
Zara.
like, and again, Zara, exactly. Zara's good in my opinion with her stabs, right? Now imagine, get the stab players on the floor, every turn if you're next to them while spacing them. And like if you actually break armor, it's like 50-50 if they get KO or not. So like I think it's huge, just saying. Like if you don't break armor, oh well, you tried. If you break armor, you've got 30 or 1 in 3 chance of getting sent off, and you get to have an armor break roll, and sometimes it's with dirty player if it's not used.
I'm sold. I'm gonna put dirty player on all my pieces now.
Whatever
All my
you say.
fellas.
It's dirty player and sneaky
That's,
get.
I'm inspired. Sneaky get. Sorry, yeah. No, you're right. I meant that.
So
And then the fact that it has kick, I get to have it on the bench.
Yeah, I think the kick is the most important bit because he sort of really wants to control, like, especially against Bastions. You just want to get the deep kick in early. I don't know.
I don't know. He's done so much work for me, like against the North team. I'm not sure if it was last season. Towards the end, he like stomped on the Yeti with like 1 assist, cast it into MNG upper. And next step, stomps on the killer, the pound up into like a bust.
I mean, that's like saying assassins are god tier because it
No,
armor
being
busted
sarcastic,
the
I
strength 5
but-
bull last season.
It's just that it's like a free hit, like it's an additional attrition, and I don't know.
It's a free hit
I-
until you
I
actually
think-
break armor, get a stun, and get your 100k piece sent off.
110.
Yeah.
But the 10, yeah. And you only kick.
I mean, I'll argue for the sake of argument. I think it's actually bad, but it's memes, and I like it. Like I mean, this team, I take it half seriously. Like I like winning, but like I had the accurate thrower, like just free accurate thrower.
Whatever works.
Yeah, that was so fun. I just think like, who's he throwing to? He's just throwing it to. He's throwing it like it's for practice. He just throws against a wall and like captures it himself.
He made the 2-turn. I had like 5 turns against the North team this season. I got absolutely diced.
Oh, I
That's
think I
how
watched
like,
that one.
Where he like.
I think I watched that
KO'd
game.
4
Yeah.
The first 5 hits were all like armor breaks, and 4 of them were KOs or something like this. And he rolled a blitz. He like absolutely diced me the first half. Then scored in his drive quickly, and I had 5 turns to score 2 shots. And I think I managed to 2-turn by rolling a red dice with my blitz raw and blitzing through his screen. And it was only possible because I was able to pass on a, I think 3+ on a normal pass. Or it would be a 2+ if it was like a short pass, but it was a normal pass. And I think I rolled even a 3, so you know, if it was without pass, then I could have failed. And then if I rolled double, I could have a strong arm. It could be my elf. Sorry, I mean I'm being sarcastic once more about him not actually being useful, but I'm happy that he's gone and he's not bloated. Instead, I've got Orchid Albert to be bloated.
Right.
And sorry for ruining your lovely recap.
Ruining our recap? No such thing.
It's already ruined.
It's
fine.
been ruined for many weeks already. Some may argue
Some would
it has
say
been
since week
ruined from
1.
the start. Yeah.
Yeah.
Also, I can't wait until I get
No.
break tackle on Team Guardian. I thought I'd take stand firm because it's actually useful. And then with 2 stand firm pieces, I can now stop 1 turn. That's very easy.
I wonder if people are sick of listening to the same 2-minute song on repeat every week yet. Da-da-na-na-na-na-na. Either way, Claudia
You should be putting my
Rams.
music suggestions on.
Hmm?
For more Rams.
Claudia Rams. It is the absolute mess.
I get 2 levels.
They did. The palm
Jumper.
Oh, it's jump up.
Oh, that's huge.
Jump up, moving 5. What does the other one get? Is that a strength up?
But still, you don't get the base then. Because you get on a 2+ claw palm. Yeah.
It's not
And
a
then
strength up.
you've picked up a second claw, I think.
He has
the other
picked
level.
a second claw.
Before block.
Yep.
Gotta get that claw.
I usually prefer to take claw mighty. If you're starting off with mighty blow, then you might as well take the claw. And I usually, if you want to have another kill, I usually prefer to give it mighty blow first.
I guess.
Yeah, right.
I had quite success in my tabletop season of Chaos.
Mm.
And with Nergo, usually also, yeah, I prefer to. I mean, I haven't played much Nergo. I've had a few CCL runs for fun because I like killing things.
Everyone has.
And I usually prefer to take Mighty Blow and Claw on my killer Plastigo. Because like 1 in 9s don't happen that often. Like, it's 1 in 9 chance. It just sucks if you roll 181 But if you don't roll 181, I think it's fine. And it means that now that you have another claw mighty blow piece, you get to happily just pile on the other one, even if they move away from you, to like avoid the claw bomb, which is usually the recommended action. You still have another piece to claw mighty blow.
The thing about taking block late is that if you have block early on, a lot of your opponent's players won't have block, so you can use the both down as like a glorified POW.
But now that he's already quite high div,
Yeah.
people have a lot of developed players.
Yeah, I mean, taking Claw there is probably the right choice because, I mean, what are you gonna do with a Mighty Blow block piece? Like, basically nothing. He already has one of those. So.
One thing I'm not sure about is why does he have kick of return on his Lolligor, the carrier? I think 2 heads would be nicer if he's going attack route.
Well, you say 2 heads, but he's already Agi 4.
Agi 5 though, you get to just walk
Yeah,
past
yeah, Agi
screens.
5.
It's
Yeah, but he doesn't
insane.
have dodge, right? So it's if you're gonna go through attack
No, but
zone.
sometimes you just need to make one dodge, and then like you're through, like a bash v bash.
Yeah,
makes,
you
it
make
makes
one
bash
dodge,
coaches
then
think
Agi 4 is
think
fine.
like they're playing Agi, and then they mess up. I think it's more. Yeah, I think 2 heads would be better than.
I think
I think it would force I think it would force other people to make mistakes, like either thinking too much or not enough about 2 heads and like messing up.
Mhm.
Yeah, man. I had a an Agi 5 Strength 4 Blitzer, Dark Elf Blitzer for a while. And that thing
Oh, yeah.
was actually horrible because you try and dodge through tackle zones, but because he doesn't have dodge, he'd just like fail like the second one, and then you'd be stuck like having to reroll it virtually. And
Well,
then,
that's
like-
your problem. He's doing more than one dodge.
Well,
Yeah,
if you're only doing one
Sorry,
dodge,
no,
then you
that
might
sounds
as
really
well
snarky.
only have Agi 4, right?
I've got a Agi 5 a goal in my local Yorkshire League.
Ugh.
I mean, I retired the team, but I can. It's still. I used to have a Agi 5 movement 8 goal block. It's insane.
It's horrible.
I should have given a wrestler in hindsight, but
Ghouls might be my least favorite player in the game. They're ugly and
They just
they're
die.
squishy.
it just I
They do.
stopped playing Undead for a while. I know I'm playing Camry only, but I'm considering to play some CCL Undead now because like the top team is like 10-2-2, and that's barely. So
Right, so that's the Claudemore Rams. I don't think we've missed any levels. Next up is Night Juggler is back, who just keeps getting, you know,
deleted.
deleted. Ice Juggler, his only good piece, the Mighty Blow piling on tackle Blitzer, gets movement 6.
Nice. Poor Gerber.
Poor Gerber.
Oh, that's really nice that like he managed to take tackle. So he declares him like the blitzing piece, and then he proceeds to roll 2 doubles.
Yeah. That's pretty good actually. And Knife Smuggler, the guard blocker, he gets a level, although we don't know what the result is.
I guess he's waiting for his first opponent.
Probably
Challenger
stand
Cup.
firm, isn't it?
Well, if you roll doubles, he might take dodge, but...
I would.
or diving tackle, and then stand firm. Probably dodge first.
Probably don't.
And yeah, it's probably stand firm. Unless he's playing into like zones, he might just take tackle for the sake of taking tackle.
Yeah. So yeah, so that's Night Juggler. Team... I mean, we'll discuss his playoff chances later. Well, challengers, whatever. And with later, I mean basically now, because that's all of the development we can take a look at. So, well, let's start with the Darkside Dreamers, why don't we? They, well, let's take a look at the playoff bracket, rather. Because they have a really good team. I mean, at 2050. It is quite impressive. And they are facing Wolfbark's Mischief. Who the hell is that? Oh god. I think... Any ideas?
Wolfbark's really good. He was in my
Is the
division last year.
bracket out already?
What division?
Yeah, Baxter out. He was in last year. He was in my Div 5. I don't know what division this year. He's probably. I think he might be in Div 4, but he's really good. He's in like top tier.
Would be
4C.
us. one of
He
you
came
guys
in off
do.
of ramp up and went like 9-0-0
Oh,
or
crap.
like 8-0-0.
Uh-oh. Well,
Maybe a
he's,
bit less than that. Sorry, he came in about halfway through, maybe 6-0 or something like that. He was really good. No, 6-1-0 because I drew him, and I was the only draw. He beat everyone else, I think.
well, he's playing Skaven.
Oh,
1600
that's
Skaven.
insane. He doesn't have claw.
Doesn't,
But he has a mighty blow tackle. And he has the strength Saka. Oh my god.
Yeah,
That's scary.
that's a player.
See, this is the Saka. This is.
It doesn't have leap, or strip ball, or tackle.
I don't think you need leap when you have 2 heads.
Still only a G5, but I see where you're coming from. Getting a knockdown on the carrier, who I'm gonna guess is... Who the hell does Jester carry on?
And then
Strength 5?
think he feels
Strength
it.
4? The Blitzer?
Against these players, I think he will be carrying the strength for you.
It's gotta be the Strength 4, because that way he'll only get 1 dice, and he would have to roll a power both down.
Do any of them get a wizard? Oh yeah,
I mean, yeah,
Woodbuck
the
will get a
Skaven
wizard.
do. So that's not
The wizard
great.
doesn't teach. But he also gets he has the pom tackle witch with block. That's insane.
I mean, he does,
And
and he has a lot of block.
He's trying to break armor 7 versus Skaven trying to break armor 8. Sure. And he has the Agi 5 too. It's weird because like I think actually Skaven might be able to score if the wizard works and if they manage to recover. I think Skaven will score on Darkside's drive.
Think about it though. If Darkside Dreamers, wait, let me check real quick. Is he the home team? The top team is home, right?
Can you send me a link to the?
Yeah, top team's home.
All right. Well, he's not home, which means he doesn't get the wizard shop. You can find the links in the pinned on the what do they call it? The playoffs chat and scheduling page thing.
Okay, thank you.
Pinned stuff there. So the Skaven will have a wizard. But I don't know. I think Darkside Dreamers can probably take this one. I might even try and cast his game.
Ooh.
Yeah, I like
That'd be fun.
casting stuff. So yeah.
Unbeaten season for Wolfpack. 10-3-0 this season.
Yeah, that's unbeaten. So
One of his linemen's named the REBBL player market. Oh, that's incredible. Oh, please kill that lineman.
yes. Please kill the strength 3 as well.
Oh yeah, strength 3 horns, 2 heads. Oh, he got so many doubles on that guy.
Yeah.
I remember when he was just strength 3. He wasn't that bad. No strip ball or tackle. It's okay.
Well, he does have strip ball on the other gutter.
Yeah, that's true. I guess still threat. It's still moving on that good. I reckon the Dark Elves could win this.
Yeah, I think so. Dark Elves are a really strong team, so. And after
The thing is, it's the 2-man bench that's the problem. If Dark Elves can't get the removals going early, then that might be a problem. Because there's a lot of rats on the team, but there's a fair chance. I think I'd still back Wolfbark to win that game, though.
Trader.
I mean, he's good at the game and he's got a good rat team. What can I say?
I
Yeah,
mean, you're
I think
right.
Wolfbark's. I think Wolfbark is more like it just because of the wizard mostly.
Yeah, because
I
he'll get a
think-
wizard.
Dark
I
Elves,
think it's
though.
He'll get a bribe as well. He'll get a bribe as
60%.
well.
I think it's more like a 60%, 40%, or maybe 65, 35.
I think
wouldn't say it's like-
65-35 is about right.
Yeah. But I think Jester can definitely do it. I'm annoyed that when I lost to him. I mean, I think I was a bit optimistic on him not rolling 1D, so I made a few mistakes. But the way he got the staff on my bow was I rerolled both down that I wanted to get into a push, into Dop Skulls, and opened up my carry. I mean, I shouldn't have rerolled it, I guess, but oh, happens. But he's a very, very good coach, definitely.
Right. So that is the Darkside Dreamers. I think they have a pretty good shot. Maybe one of you guys want to join me in casting their games if I can get my hands on
I'm
it.
more than happy, definitely.
Yeah, I mean, I'm casting college playoffs, so I might be a bit busy.
Right.
so I might not be around. Also, my clan game is starting now, so I'm gonna drop off and play that game
Ah, you're gonna.
if that's okay.
Yeah, sure.
So
Sure.
have fun with the rest of the show.
Yeah, doubt there's very
Let me
much
know if
left.
you want me to cast with you. Do you have any last minute wisdom as a clan leader for me going into this game before I start?
Rocket
Win
Dust.
and throw all of your players at him because your team doesn't matter.
Thank you. That's
You're welcome.
kind of. I'll let them know. I'll let them know. Right. Bye, guys.
See ya.
What div are you guys in for clan?
We are in Div 3 and we're doing so poorly.
Oh, well, you managed to beat the world clan. Now, the one with Ornan. And we div 5.
Oh, you won
And we, I
versus those
think, top
guys?
of the table. Yeah.
Not bad.
I mean, Ornan won his game. I lost my game. I was actually likely to win in the end because, anyways, sidetracking.
Right, playoffs. You will face REL 5F second. That's a Skaven team, no matter what. It's not decided which one. It's either the Rat Bastards or the Balloonicorn Cavalry. But no, neither of those teams are very impressive, I gotta be honest. One of them has a Rat Ogre.
Row 5, how much C was it?
5C.
F.
No, 5F.
Yeah. 5 off. Yeah, so. How much? Oh, it's definitely a rat, right?
Yep.
Oh, yeah, I see. Because, yeah. Sorry, I didn't realize that. Toast Guy. I swear I know Toast Guy from some rings bell.
Yeah, those guys are around.
I don't know Nerf Guy. I don't know. So, one of them doesn't have a Roger, and that one does. But the one that doesn't have a Roger has a movement. The one with the Roger has a movement 10 Gutter Runner, whereas the other one does not. I think I actually prefer. I prefer to. No, but one gets. Sorry. And the other one doesn't. Maybe does. I think the both guy was it. I want to play the one without the Roger personally.
Without the Roger.
Yeah, because then I get to do next plays. I like doing that. I like it when they don't have strength. 4 or 5.
Yes. Yeah, I don't know about this one.
But I guess everyone doesn't have claw. Phew. It's interesting.
Well, they're both less than great teams for you, aren't they?
Yeah, then I'm quite lucky with that part. I think I've got 3 tackle. I've got my claw. No, not claw. I don't have claw palm. Can be just have claw. I've got my palm tackle blitzer now. Movement 6. I've got a nice stand firm. Movement 5 blitzer. That. Just checking the teams. Do they have wrestle pieces? Ooh. The guy without the Roger has 2 wrestle pieces, whereas the other one has also 2 wrestle pieces, so Jack's gonna do work, hopefully, unless he hides them. Which is... This is one of my favorite things to do against like elves and that, because they often want to have sackers with wrestle. Because like wrestle's just as good as block with protecting my players. Not unless they've got jugs, so I've got a jugs player.
Yeah. Movement 5.
That's the only reason why I'm keeping his movement busted. I was tempted to sack him when he was like at tackle Mighty Blow guard. In fact, I gave him guard because I was going to sack him very soon. But now that I'm in challenges, I think he'll stick around for another season, or at least for challenges. Just because I don't want to have a rookie blitzer.
Yeah. No, I mean, I think it's probably fine for you, although it's gonna be a little hard against Skaven. Well,
I've got a lot of Mighty Blow.
yes, you do. That is a lot of Mighty Blow.
Yes, the LOS is gonna die.
Yeah,
Well, not die,
something
like
will.
1 removal or something on average.
Even Sneaky Git, which you should probably fire because I think it might avoid them getting too many inducements, but what do I know?
Oh, that's a good point. I didn't think of that. Yeah, I think I might get rid of the Roger guy's wizard if I fire the Sneaky. Although the kick is nice. But no, I think it's time. It's awkward Albert is going to get gone.
Oh no.
Why, you're too expensive for me. I can't afford to have you on my team.
Right, so,
Okay.
Injurious Bastards, shall we?
Yep, sorry, I talked quite a lot about my team. But
Oh, no worries. We have all the time in the world, at least I do.
well, my takeaway is cold by now, but I can microwave.
Well, the Injurious Bastards, they will face the Mining Machine Returns. That's a Chorf team from 5D. Oh god. Oh, it's ugly.
Oh, there's two sides to the bracket. There is.
Hmm?
Yeah, there's a lot of teams in the Challengers Cup.
Yeah.
Yeah, the Mining Machine.
Rel, what was it? 5D? I think it was. Whatever. No, it's not Rel, it's GMAN, isn't it?
Yeah, I was searching like Control F and like, it's not showing up. It's not
Yeah,
showing
no,
up.
I'm an idiot. It was, I tried Rel first, didn't find them,
Oh,
then
it's
went to GMAN.
Juvesac.
It's Juvesac, and he has a pretty decent team. It's a Strength 5 Bull Centaur.
Damn.
Club, Mighty Blow, Palm, Blocker. Then some
It's a
other
Strength
blockers.
5 Gutter Runner.
Yeah.
Well, it doesn't because it's not because there's not break tackle yet. Well, it's just people that complain.
It's a very unagile gutter runner who apparently can't GFI. Sure.
No, it's just a meme. Yeah, well.
Hobgoblin
He
was...
has a claw bomb. That's huge against what's his name? Against lizards. Just killed the source.
He might be out strength though. We'll see. He also has, well, I say that, but he has a strength 4 Hobgoblin.
But that's armor 7. I think he's just gonna die quickly if he tries to base him.
Probably. And he has an Agi 4 carrier with dodge.
The carriers are on this. I don't think. Actually, no. I was looking at the wrong team. Just gonna check injuries fast. Oh, he does have a block skin, so technically he could try sacking with skins.
Right. He even has an Agi 4 skink. No, Agi 5 was it?
He has an Agi 5 and an Agi 4 skin.
Yeah, that's right.
He's like he has a wrestle skin. The Agi 4 is a wrestle. I didn't know that. So you can literally like he can do easy 1 days unless if he has to. Sorry, this he has to have like tight cages. Juicesack. Otherwise, the skin can literally just run past players on 2+ dodges. 2 of them, not 1, 2. It's bonkers. It's insane. Sorry.
Yeah, it's gonna
realizing.
be interesting. Then again, tackle on the Chorfs means those are gonna be 2+ dodges, mostly without rerolls.
Yeah. Unless you're dodging past bull centaurs. If they don't tackle. I don't actually know who will win. I want to say. Oh, it's hard. On one side, I feel Injurious Bastards. They have equal TV, exactly the same TV.
They do. Well,
Although
they
no,
don't,
Juvesac has
because
60K,
Juvesac has 60k banked.
Yeah.
Extra. So, yeah, I mean, I actually think the Injurious Bastards sort of have this, because they outguard and outstrength. Quite significantly. And they have some insane ball carriers. So they can even one turn if things go badly.
And they move in a strength 5 Saurus.
Yeah.
That's also insane. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, I
Like-
didn't realize how much guard they had.
Claw
That's
Mighty Blow.
insane.
Claw Mighty Blow piling on might be scary, and it is scary, but it's less scary if it can only get -2 die blocks, right? So
Yeah. Like the moment it piles on, it just.
it gets
Basic.
surrounded and chain fouled, probably, isn't it?
Exactly. Well, you don't even have to chain file it. It just. I
Right.
think it's good just to this. But yeah.
It'll
Still,
be useless.
I think you're right. I think our lizards have got this.
In theory, at the very least. And then
And
lastly,
who's got Gerber?
it's Gerber. Let's see how Gerber
Rel 2
did.
4th. Rel 2B 4th.
Division 4 third place qualifier. What does that mean? Wait. Division 4?
No, you're looking at the wrong one. It's Rel 2B 4th.
Oh, sure. Rel 2B for Rel 2B 4th. Rel 2B 4th. Am I in Rel now? There we go. Rel 2B 4th. That is the Grody Greens.
So it's either Nurgle or Skaven.
Well,
I
Well.
think if it's Nurgle, he's just gonna like cry after all the seasons getting his team murdered over and over and over again.
yeah.
The final play.
It's an ugly Nurgle team in some ways, though. His Nurgle warriors aren't that great, although one is strength 5, though his beast is strength 6, and he has a pretty
Oh
impressive
my god.
couple Pestigors there. It's ugly. I
Yeah,
don't
it's
think he
massive,
wins
isn't it?
this.
Yeah, I think against Nurgle he definitely doesn't. It's just there's too much. Everything. Strength, guard. I mean only 3 guard pieces, but it's the strength really. And he has even break tackle on the Beast of Nurgle. He can cage dive with the Beast of Nurgle.
Ugh,
Damn, that's nasty.
that is.
And he has an insane Saka too. 2 heads, Rackle, Frenzy, Dodge. And obviously the claw palm tackle Jugs against Brett is also huge because he just gets the kill off the guard pieces. But I mean Gerber is also quite good, so maybe he might be able to.
Maybe. Maybe he
could
stands a chance against the Skaven. I mean, I'm looking at them.
Yeah,
And
Skaven had a claw palm
they have Claw
Yeah.
Palm.
with
Although
Jugs.
it's double niggled.
Just like he will never be able to really palm. I think.
I don't
long.
think so.
He will be able to like just get the hits and run off.
He has some
A strength 3 Saka, you got to runner or wrestle horns. Strength 3. Strength 4, got to run on blitzes. That's pointless.
I don't think Gerber wins this one either.
I think
Yeah.
David just got too much.
Gerber, I
he
think you're in
would
trouble.
have wanted to play against elves, so he could at least like remove them or something. But, yeah, these are insane things. Or did the what's it called? The Skaven has 2 agi busted liners, and it's 1750 with Gerber's 123. He'll get a lot of inducements. That's nice. He could get like I think he might even be able to get a Morgan forward, but that could change things.
Yeah.
Against Skaven, you can always remove them.
Yeah.
Whereas against Nurgle, I think you're just gonna struggle full stop. Like, there's not much you can do. Even Morgan 4 gets punched down by the other striking. So,
I think no matter what the matchup is gonna be here, I think Gerber is gonna need some serious dice to pull off a win.
yeah. It's like, there's no difference in how much skill you've got when you've got no players left on the pitch.
Yeah. I think that's that in terms of our recap, isn't it? We'll take a look at the playoff games. Looking good for some, less good for others. No people named.
I think I've got a good one. Lol.
What?
I think I've got a good one. I think I may have got the best matches. I know it's Skaven, but still. I've got a nasty team.
Well,
They can score, but in the second half, they probably won't have too many players left. I can catch up with them.
you might be right. I mean, it is overtime, so as long as you score and he scores, there's basically a 50-50 for you to win.
Mhm.
Either who, it's been my pleasure to recap, and I'm sure it has been Lazarus as well. Thank you very much for joining me, Masterful.
It's a pleasure. I love talking on the stream.
Oh,
my
it's
favorite
great,
thing.
isn't it? This is like meditative, de-stressing, talking about pixels. It is great.
Literally.
Who knows, maybe I'll see some of you in a future division, which I might recap, because I'll continue, I think. Yes, I think so.
How-
Goodbye.